Hi, I am Patrick Clj Arieta and this is my report on CLG. Hi, I'm Patrick Clj Arieta and this is my report in the judicial system under the Spanish regime. For my explanation, for my info of the lower or local courts during the Spanish regime were the courts of first instant and justice of the peace court, which formed the foundation of Spanish judicial in the Philippines. The king made appointments to the audience by the royal edict. The judiciary, it is the branch of the government that interprets the law, settles disputes, and administer justice to all. Certain judiciary is considered the watchdog of the democracy and also the guardian of the Constitution. The supreme judiciary body in the colony was the Royal Audience, established in 1584, headed by Governor General in 1861. The audience was recognized and divided into two divisions, Sala de Civil and Sala de Law Criminal, with the Chief Justice as its head and 8 associate justice composing of the court. Hi, I am Patrick Argiareta and this is my report in the judicial system during the American occupation. The judicial system established, for me, the judicial system established during the regime of the military government functioned as an instrument of the executive, not on the judiciary and the independent and the separate branches of the government. Secretary of State John Hay on May 12, 1899 proposed as plan for colonial government and government of the Philippines, of the island, which would give Filipino in the largest measurement of the self-government. The plan contemplated and independent judiciary manned by judges chosen from qualified local and Americans. Hi, I'm Patrick Clj Arieta and this is my report 3, the Supreme Court of Second Republic. The Supreme Court of the Second Republic after the Japanese occupation during the Second World War and the subsequent independence from the United States of Act on 296 or the Judicial Act of 1948 accent this law grouped together the case which over with the Supreme Court could exercise jurisdiction to review on appeal, courtary, or right of error. And my report on the fourth is the Supreme Court under the 1973 Constitution for the declaration of martial law through proclamation on 1081 by former President Ferdinand E. Marcos in 1972, brought about the transition from the 1935 into the 1973 Constitution. This transition had implementation of the court competition of functions. And my fourth report on the Court of the Second Republic, the Supreme Court under the 1973 Constitution. The 1973 Constitution increased the number of the members of the Supreme Court from 11 to 15, with the Chief Justice and 14 Associate Justice of the court were appointed by the President alone without constitutional approval or recommendation of any other body or official. For my fifth report, the Supreme Court under the revolutionary government. The call was unprecedented, considered the separation of powers that previous constitution had always oriented but untenable. Considering the revolutionary nature of the post-people government, high-powered government, hiding the call of the members. The judiciary from Supreme Court to the municipal circuit courts place of their office at the disposal of the President and submit to the legislation President Cora C. Aquino. Proceed to recognize the entire court, appointing all 15 members. For my last report on the Supreme Court under the 1987 Constitution. The 1987 Constitution, like the 1935 and 1973 Constitution, offers this judicial power shall be vested in the Supreme Court and such as other courts, and may establish the lower courts, and legislation may specify. Article 7, Section 1, the practice of Supreme Court delegated judicial authority to all courts. Although the Supreme Court judgment are the only ones that have precedental value or documentary authority, as evidence it by constitutional, and the legal interpretations are final, or no other part of the government has no authority to review them. And that is my report on the Supreme Court of the Second Republic. Hi, once again, I am Patrick Clj Arrieta, reporting the establishment of Supreme Court of the Philippines. On June 11, 1901, that the Second Philippine Commission passed Act on 136 entitled An Act Providing for the Organization of Court that Philippine Islands, formally establishing the Supreme Court of the Philippine Island and creating courts of first instant justice. The peace court throughout the island. The judicial organization established by the Act of Convinced by the American lawyers of the Philippine Commission and was the partner in its basic structures, similarly organization in the United States. For me, the established of the Supreme Court Island, the Anglo-American Island ay American legal under which the Supreme Court of the island was expected to operate entirely different from old Spanish system that Filipinos were familiar with. Adjustment be made, hence the decision of Supreme Court during its early years reflect and blend of the both Anglo-American and Spanish system. The disparity was gentle transition from the order to the new. And that is my report on my establish of the court of the Supreme Court. And once again, that is my report on establish of the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Hi, once again, I am Patrick Clj Arrieta, and this is my final report of the final or last report on the Supreme Court during the Commonwealth. In the 1935 Philippine Constitution, the principle of the separation of the powers was adopted not by express and specific provision to the effect, but actual division of powers of the government, executive, legislative, and the judicial in the different articles of jury. And that is my report on my CLG. I hope you have learned something about me. Thank you. Bye-bye.
It's the jungle of a town we rock out. We're climbing up the trees and party and forgot all the animals they want to be.